Hey ratbags, it's Jay. Today I'm going to be showing you a infinite essence glitch where you can get as much essence dust as you want, but be quick, I'm sure it's about to be patched. This will allow you to go ahead and buy some basic resources that you might need to top up. Now to be honest, I weren't even going to get around to doing this video because I figured it'd be patched so quickly, but Inflection have gone and put it as part of a known issue, even going as far as explaining exactly what to do. Bit unusual. Normally you would just like hints that there is a exploit and yeah, they're fixing it. So we're going to cover that today and everything else that you need to know about what they're working on right now. What's the priority? There are a lot of bugs and issues as you might expect with an early access launch. If you're not expecting that, I don't know what world you're living in. And last Twitch plug from me, I've been streaming every single day on YouTube and Twitch to be honest, but at some point next week I'm actually going to stop streaming on YouTube and just do a few hours on Twitch. So come follow me on Twitch, JADE-PLAYS-GAMES. Big long sessions of Nightingale from someone that's got over 100 hours in the game now. Anyway, on to the short stuff. Obviously Inflection announced that they are going to be adding an offline mode to hopefully stop the Care Bears from crying. I've been pretty vocal about it. Got no problem with offline mode actually happening. It's a great idea, of course it is. But my biggest argument has always been that people can read a Steam page before buying something and it clearly stated that the game would be online play. But hopefully that's resolved a bit and hopefully we'll start seeing some of the review scores go up because it has been review bombed. It's unfairly sitting at a mixed score. Nightingale has got issues for sure, but nowhere near does it deserve some of the vitriol I've seen. So I'm really pleased to see that they're actually actively working straight away on telling us what they're going to fix. So they're talking about crashes. Lots of crashes can obviously happen with hardware and software issues. They're asking you to verify your game files, especially as Nvidia have released an update recently. I've seen some people reporting they've had worse crashes since then. I've seen others say not a problem since. It is a mixed bag. I have to say I have not crashed once in the last week. During the preview in like 70 hours, maybe 2 times. It's all going to be dependent on your actual setup and your PC. But obviously they're aware of it. And if you've still got problems after this, make sure you report it on their Zendesk help. Players not matchmaking into the closest region, as servers auto matchmake users to the region with the lowest ping for them at the time of spinning up a realm for the first time. For some reason, whether it's ISPs, VPNs or otherwise, some users were placed into a much further region than they would expect, even if later on their closest server had better ping. We're tackling this in 2 ways. They're opening up South American and Oceania servers this weekend. Keep an eye on socials when they're live. If your realm was already placed in a different server, you will need to start a new one to be put into these server regions. So you'll have to dismantle all your gear and pretty much take all of your stuff, I presume, unless there's a way to just switch servers on the main menu. Next patch, players will be able to see what region a server recommends based on ping when they're in their character creator. You'll be able to override this and force it to place you in the region of your choice. Please note these settings will not apply if you visit a friend's realm in a different region or in the watch. So hopefully that resolves things. I think that might be the #1 cause of a lot of people saying they're rubber banding. Again, I've not had any issues, but I expect other players have, and that sounds like what's happened. They've been put into servers far from where their data centers are. Issues with the swamp portal not loading after defeating the bounds in the tutorial realm. The fix at the moment is simply kill all the bounds in the swamp tutorial realm. Sometimes I have noticed some of the bound can actually go quite far out. Only 3 or 4 of them will maybe spawn in that, but you'd be surprised if one of them just runs after something else. Wait 3 to 5 minutes for the portal to open. If nothing happens, locate your player's logs using these steps here and then submit your ticket. So obviously that's on the website. I'm going to leave the link to the Inflection Zendesk down below in the comment section. So if you die or you disconnect in tutorial realms, some people are having this really cause them to have massive issues with crashing the network after. This is all part of maybe the swamp portal not loading correctly as well. So again, same thing, load up the Zendesk website and report it's happening to you. Hotbar, all shovel icons. Yeah, it's a visual bug. You just got to simply hover over all your items and it should fix it. It's happened a couple times to me when I log in, but as soon as I curse my actual mouse over it, it fixes it or click on it. Infinite Essence exploit. Savvy users discovered that you can buy water for less essence than you sell it back for. This will be fixed in the next patch. I'm going to show you how. So you can go ahead and buy a water bottle from the Abeyance NPC Essence Trader. Literally will only cost you 10 essence dust and you get 4 back. Sit here and buy literally as many as you can. So I've got 900 nearly bottles. Then simply extract all of them for huge, massive gains. Obviously this will be patched very soon as they've put in the patch notes. I'm surprised they went to the great lengths of describing in detail what the exploit was. Normally they would just say, hey you sneakies, we know all about the water issue. So just the top tip, don't be so upfront with some stuff sometimes. Now we've got 8,688, which I can also reinvest. Don't worry, we're putting it back in the economy by buying whatever resource I need, especially things like coral, which you need for potions, is a really good one, as long as you don't mind all the ticking and the way that the menu always goes back up. You will find some essence traders do sell a little bit more than this, but most of the items will start costing tier 1, tier 2 essence, so you won't be able to cheese in the same way. By late game you will have thousands of essence dust. You can always dismantle resources you're just not going to be using. You will need them though. Towards the end at the watch you'll find bundles of items that will basically give you recipes for stuff or items themselves for like 3,500 essence each. So even if you don't spend any of it now, you might want to keep it and do it and hopefully help you in the long run. And obviously if you want more, then you just buy more bottles. A cheesy way that still takes a bit of time clicking to get some of the basic stuff if you really do need just maybe 20 or 30 or something. Last few things to talk about before we finish off this post is also some known stuff that I've come across. I put in one of my tips guides that you could set up any realm, anywhere, a respite. So it doesn't have to be Abeyance, it can be Antiquarian, it can be Astrolabe, whatever. Apparently not. Now this was something I spoke about a lot and so did other creators, and this is something we were told in Q&As and stuff, but it turns out no. So for now at least anyway, the devs are looking into it and it's something they're going to put on the docket idea that you will literally be able to set your respite on any realm, but as obviously part of the progression in keeping you doing these interests, point of interest and the towers of powers as I call them, you do have to set up your respite on Abeyance. You can build other bases on other realms for sure, but what's happening now is if you put a respite on Antiquarian like I did, you end up always still just respawning on the Abeyance realm every time you quit the map and go back to respite, or sometimes even if you die. So don't build your respite anywhere but a Abeyance for now. Also farming is broken at the moment it seems. I've seen so many people reporting it as an issue with it. They do know about it, hopefully that'll be fixed soon. And some cheese about going invisible while using a fishing rod. You might want to check that out as well with the right charm. You can pretty much go invisible by using your fishing rod as it makes you stop getting damage from creatures. But you can use that even when you're not actually fishing. So if you're really in trouble with a creature attacking you, whip your fishing rod out and go invisible for a few seconds. Default graphics settings being set to ultra. For some users are set to automatically placing them in higher settings than the systems can handle and can occasionally cause crashes before they go to the settings to change it down. They're working on fixes for this, but again, keep reporting them tickets. And Twitch drops. If you haven't been able to claim some of your Twitch drops, you can check out the FAQ to make sure you've linked your account properly, you've claimed them on the Twitch site, which you have to do. If you've watched anyone actually get the Twitch drops, you do have to, I do believe, go to like viewer rewards, and it should be there to click claim. I was wondering why my doggo wasn't appearing because I'd already watched people, and it turns out although I'd claimed the first 3, I forgot about the last 2. So I came in here, clicked it, and as soon as I went back into game I found it in the systems and the rewards tab here. You may just need to log in and log out of Nightingale for that to take effect. Give it a few minutes. You can craft the pieces again, they'll be at the bench. And to get the doggo, you should hopefully by now, you place the special dog bed down and he will spawn, but it looks like you can only have 1 per realm. So you're all going to have to share that 1 pet if you've got them. Pretty much just like I predicted, I said that Nightingale would probably reach up to the 60% positive review score by the weekend. It's only Saturday morning now, I reckon by Monday this will be there. It's gone up by 8% since they've obviously announced a bunch of stuff, but to be honest it was creeping up anyway. It's no fun loving a game that some people have real umbrage with. Usually it's the other way round. I'm usually pretty critical of other games like Conan, in the past DayZ, and perpetually Ark, where everyone seems to love them games. But I'm going to keep being authentic because that's what I am. If I like something, I like it and I'm going to support it. I love Nightingale. Yes, it's got lots of issues and problems, but nothing more than any other early access title I've played. To me, the bar really is maybe something like Valheim. That was probably almost like the perfect early access game at release. It had plenty of content, little bugs, only a few well-deleting ones that they fixed within a few days. And although it's taken them a good time to get content updates out, you know you're going to get a quality product, and it's built with that in mind, with not a huge amount of horrible bugs or issues. The low bar for me right now is something like Ark Survival Ascended. There should be no excuses for a studio that's released a game beforehand, and this is meant to be a remaster, but when it came out it had a ton of issues that you wouldn't expect, especially a game deleting bug on consoles and PC that have only just managed to fix after 4 months. That is the epitome of a bad game, or a bad launch at least anyway, and definitely needs or deserves its mixed score. So yeah, I'm in it for the long haul. Daily videos on Nightingale, trying to do daily streams at the moment. That may let up a little bit. I'm going to be dipping into a couple other games in the next week, like Pacific Drive and Sons of the Forest, but on a daily, Nightingale, guides and tutorials and news. Nightingale's got so much potential. I'm saying this a little bit more now because I was meant to be releasing my review today, but I do want to do a bit more work on it, and ultimately I haven't reached the watch yet, and that is the goal that I need to reach before fully giving a early access review. So I'm going to try and get my review, which is going to be more in the style of 5 great things about Nightingale, 5 things that need to be improved, rather than just buy this game, don't buy this game. If you're watching this video, you're already converted. Let me know how much you enjoy Nightingale. The devs are definitely looking at creators' videos, and I know they've looked at mine in the past. Show them some love. Put in the comment section what you're really enjoying about the game. And sure, if you have got a couple suggestions, whack it in there too. Until next time, ratbags, I'll catch you later.